First, I'm Jenna Wolf alongside Nick Wright, fresh off a brand new do. Brandon Marshall already has one. Kevin Wild still rocking one. I'm Jenna Wolf. He looks good with that new haircut. It was dangerously close for Nick Wright with that Chiefs game this weekend. But boy, we had a tremendous Sunday football.
Jenna, never a doubt.
Never a doubt. Look at his fingernails. Look at his fingernails.
No.
There was some doubt. Just a great weekend. It was so many games coming down to the wire. We're going to start with the last one played Sunday night, last night, Seahawks and Patriots. What a great way to start. This one came down to the last play. Pats at the goal line, down 5 with a chance to win. Give it to Cam. He'll power it in. Except when he can't. He is stuffed. He is stopped right at the goal line. Great game here on this, but Seattle would win happily. Both Cam and Russ putting on a show as expected. 8 total touchdowns between Russ and Cam. After the game, though, Cam Newton on what happened on that final play.
Yeah, it was a great play by them. That's a play we had favored in the game plan. We ran it a couple times and figured, this thing we probably went to the well too many times, but at the end of the day, still felt confident about it. We just got to execute. And I could have bounced it, looking at the clip. I just got to be better. Just got to be better here at the end. And, we put ourselves in a position to win. And, when you do that, you gotta finish, and we didn't do that today.
Brandon, it is hard to put this loss on Cam Newton's shoulders. He had a tremendous night, but what did you see on that final play there?
Well, first of all, I was shocked that they were even in that position. When you look at the way they played this game, they played this like they had a lot of chemistry, like they were in mid-season form. Seattle, I expected that from them, but for the New England Patriots to fly across the country and to be in a ball game in the fourth quarter against that team was impressive. Cam took the words out of my mouth. I felt like they went to the well one too many times as well. I was listening to the broadcast, and the guys took the field, and all you heard the guys say, well, they're going into their heavy package. I said, what? A couple tight ends, a couple tackles. I said, they're doing it again? And then the first thing I thought about was like, oh, this is classic Josh McDaniels. They've been setting this up. They're going to do like a little pop pass where Cam Newton takes off to the left or takes off to the right. You see the tight end, creep out, and then he's wide open in the back of the end zone. But then they took off and ran. I said, oh, no, of course Seattle was prepared for this, because if you look at New England Patriots' red zone offense, they do a phenomenal job of running the ball. All this is an extension of what they've already done for the past 20 years with Tom Brady, or the past 10 years, actually, with Tom Brady, with their run game. Run to the left, run to the right, and they do the same thing over and over and over again, and it works. But when you have Cam Newton, this is why I thought it was a little bit of disappointment to see them, call this play. Because you can give him a run-pass option. What if we go empty set, and then you have wide receivers coming in on a slant? They're there, you take them. If they go a full-out blitz, hit the slants, hit the fade route, hit the middle fade. But what they did is they put him in a box where he can only do one thing. And that's why I thought it was disappointing, Nick, because when you have Cam Newton, you spread them out, you make the decision, you make the defense show their cards. And they didn't do that, and it's a disappointment because they could have easily won this game. But they should be proud of themselves. And everyone in New England, including you, Wilds, everyone should feel really good about what they're seeing out of their New England team.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, I do. Brandon, and Wilds, I'll get to you in just a moment, because this game, I don't know if you remember, I said, how do I want Patriot games to go? For Cam to play great and they to lose in heartbreak. Yeah, check and check. Everything came up Nick Wright this weekend. Chiefs hitting 60-yard field goals. Anthony Davis hitting game winners. Like, ever since the Clippers lost, it's just everything's coming. The teaser hit, but okay, on the play.
New haircut.
I agree with nearly everything.
Good.
I know, everything's great.
Yourself,
absolutely. Brandon, I agree with nearly everything you said, with one small exception. I understand that that maybe even if you are going to go heavy, if you have that going to the right where it would be an easier throw if the run is blown up, I understand that. They did score a touchdown on a play like that to Jakob Johnson, the fullback here who gets annihilated. The only reason, well, the reason I will defend the Patriots here is sometimes you got to shake the other guy's hand. And L.J. Collier made a brilliant play. Like if Jakob Johnson holds up, Cam walks in. Cam can just go around the side, go around to the side and walk in. L.J. Collier, a first-round pick for this team from a couple years ago, he came in and made a massive play on a fullback who had been playing great the whole game. But I agree with you entirely that if there is such a thing as a moral victory, one where Cam Newton throws for almost 400 yards, where you're down 12 to this Seattle team, and he leads a 75-yard touchdown drive in the final 5 minutes, and then you needed 80. He took you 79 yards in the final 2 minutes, throws for nearly 400. Julian Edelman, has the best game he's had arguably in his entire career. Wilds, if I'm a Pats fan, I am feeling great about how this went.
Make sure.
Okay.
Make sure you say Hall of Famer.
I'm not. It's Julian. Brandon, I can't believe you of all people would say that. But Wilds, as a Pats fan, honestly,
he's rubbing off on me.
You got to feel good. Like you'd want to get the win, but good. Seattle's Brandon's Super Bowl pick. Seattle's an excellent team, and you played a great game. And Cam looked as sharp as I've seen Cam look in years. He was just dropping dimes throughout the game. It wasn't just with his legs, Wilds.
Almost too fast. That one to Hall of Famer Julian Edelman in the end zone was almost too fast. He's throwing the ball about 200 miles an hour.
Yeah,
so
dropped the game-winning touchdown pass.
Julian Edelman missed it.
Dropped the game-winning touchdown.
The ball's 200 miles an hour. I don't know what you want the guy to do. Nick, I'll throw it back to you. As a fellow Patriots fan, were you rooting for Cam to score in the goal line? Were you like, I hope we get this in? Or were you rooting for him to get stopped? Be 100% honest. Be 100% honest. Were you rooting for Cam to get stopped, or were you rooting for the Patriots and Cam to score a touchdown? Be 100% honest. Don't lie to America. Be honest.
I was rooting for Cam to score and have it be called back because Edelman did something illegal. And then they lose. But that's not what he wasn't on the field, so it's not what happened. Jenna, Edelman dropped the game winner. Cam could have had a dime for the win. It goes through his hands. Brandon Marshall catches that. Real Hall of Famers catch that. Your guy dropped the game winner, Wilds.
It was a great measuring stick for the New England Patriots to see where they are this early on in the season going up against a great Seattle team. All right, well, this game capped an incredible day of football across the NFL. The Cowboys found the most improbable way to win yesterday. We're going to break down all that chaos in their game against the Falcons.
Awful.
This is first things first.
Awful. I cannot believe that happened.